Good afternoon, Multiverse, and welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I am your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini, and with me, as always, is Mr. Pete McPherson.
Hello.
And Mr. Michael Montoya.
Prison changed my life, okay? Alright, let's go.
What the?
I'm ready.
Are you okay?
Changed my life. Changed my life.
What changed
All right,
your
I'm
life?
ready.
I don't know it. Stop. I don't want to
Okay.
know. Do whatever. Don't tell me. Folks, we've had an exciting time of late here in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. Of course, one of the big news items that's going on is that the trade of Defunct to Flashbang for Johan Mjoln on Warzone. Although the members of the Soul Train are still trying to get that reversed and keep Johan on Flashbang. They're trying to say that we should just accept Jagger Blackthorn as our trade, even though it was a whole different situation. But while that is getting sorted out, it was also, if you have not checked it out yet, on our YouTube channel, MNW Blast, this last week had Flyboy Bell defending the Nexus Titan champion against a legend of Lucha. If you haven't seen it yet, I won't spoil it for you, but it was the best possible opponent he could have had to defend against. Also, I will spoil for you a resounding congratulations to Vinsmoke Sanji on his victory in the latest grand battle. He is the 5th person to secure a star chip.
Even after going through a table backstage.
Yeah, that will be, we're going to hear from Vin later to address that issue. But in the meantime, well, first out, social media already blowing up. I got a text from our Sawyer. His voice box has encountered an error and is unexpectedly closed. Therefore, no audio promo is available from the Undisputed Future at this time. Well, so that might be true, but we are going to see the Undisputed Future in singles action today when he has a rematch against Dr. Grimm. Also on today's card, we are going to have all 4 members of the Absolute Units fight all 4 members of the Conquest Bloodline. If the units win, Max gets his title shot. And you know what's great? That's not even our main event.
You're giving him another chance, okay.
After what happened, yes.
Favoritism. Blatant favoritism.
Well, you know what? We can have that discussion later, but in our main event, the Janitor has his first defense of his Big Oof Championship when he takes on Mr. Butler.
Whoa.
It's an open challenge, and Mr. Butler was the first to step up, so he's getting a title shot. But that makes me wonder how this is going to play out for our opening match. Because our opening match, there's been a little bit of an issue between Mr. Butler's boss, one Sir Unklydunk, and a certain Latino B. So they are going to face each other. But first, well, they both had something to say on the issues between them. And so, well, first, because he paid for the first slot on the show, let's hear from Sir Unklydunk.
You know, I paid good money for mic time last week to address the peons who watch this floundering show, and I ended up getting interrupted by something I never cared for. An insect. I don't even mean that as an insult to Buck Bumble. I mean he's a literal insect. This nobody who wasn't even a suggestion for my list of heroes to destroy, thinks he can lecture me about morality and being the villain. He talks to me about helping the people. You know what I figured out happens when you help the people? You end up destroying yourself. I figured as a literal animal you would know a thing or two about the folly of morality. You know what happens when you try to be moral in nature? You end up becoming food for the strong. Bumble, you are such a nothing to me that I don't even care to discipline you over this insult. So I will give you one chance. Learn your place, pollinate some flowers, and stay out of my way, or I'm going to show you what happens when you try and play the hero.
And, well, in the interest of equal time, let's hear from the Latino bee, Buck Bumble.
Alright, so it appears I have ruffled a few feathers, so to speak. Uncle, you speak of animals knowing the folly of helping others. But do you know the defining trait of bees? We live together, we work together, and most of all, we help each other. Your lack of knowledge on my customs and practices notwithstanding, that is not the bone I have to pick with you. No, senor. The problem I have with you is twofold. First off, I take particular offense to your attitude towards the poor. I know their plight well. I was one of them until my career in wrestling gave me enough money to live. I know what it is like to be looked upon with disdain for merely not having as much as they did. I remember the little niños with their caps being turned away for being too dirty to beg on the street corner. Easy to detach yourself from their plight, as you clearly have. But really that is more of a problem for men of the pen and activists than men of the fists like we are. What really crossed the line for me last Saturday was what you said on heroes. Uncle, I look upon you and I pity what you have become. I remember Unklydunk, the man who helped stop the Hats when I was still wrestling in the Indies, the man who fought the Empire among other great actions. But you have the gall to say heroes are foolish. Is it because despite your good deeds, things fell apart around you? Because despite all your good actions, you still have to pay to get people to be around you? Look inward and find your answer, instead of lashing out at those around you and driving everyone away from you again. Dismiss me as you please, but you may find that the sting of my words are untrue, or your insults or even your fists, and I will be ready. I will do what must be done, because just like you did long ago, I will help clear away the problems of the multiverse, just like the problem you have become. Because that's what heroes do.
And so there you have it. And those two are on a collision course and tweeting out on social media, Mr. Butler saying, like I said when I first arrived here, you can always ignore your conscience. Well,
That is one verbose beat.
he is. And now, well, they're ready. So let's head down to ringside.
Let's watch a man and a bee fight, Jerry!
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is your opening match. Introducing first, representing Blood Money, Sir Unklydunk.
And a rare moment, Unklydunk coming out by himself because Nakano Kirishima has gone to Hoss Camp.
Well, despite being a fan of Buck Bumble, you know, when he's in the ring, Uncle always has my vote.
Well, sure.
He's gonna get the job done, Jerry.
He's paid good money for that vote, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, and he's still paying good money for that vote if you vote for Montoya as Rookie of the Year. Make it happen, people.
And of course, Mr. Butler in the main event, so he's got to keep fresh for that match. So here is Unklydunk. But you know what this man never has lacked in? Confidence.
Exactly why I like him. Is 'cause he can back his confidence up. Got a reason to feel that way, Jerry.
And introducing their opponent, the Latino B, Bumble.
And he fly, he be, he sting. And
Oh, he do.
go ahead, Michael. You know you want to say it.
Jerry,
Yes.
what's that in the ring? You see that?
I see him.
It's a bee!
Hashtag there are bees.
There are indeed bees. He fly, he bee, he sting.
Yep. Viva la raza. It's Buck
Viva.
Bumble.
La raza!
Yeah, the collision course we didn't expect, but Buck Bumble stepping up to Unklydunk and his war on the heroes of MNW, deciding to stand up with the likes of Daverman.
Yeah, it was truly a battle of golden pauldrons and golden pollen. Let's see who takes this.
And here we are.
Starting with the lockup, the power of the Latino B. Gonna tie up Unkley, smash him against the buckle, and then just toss him into the middle of the ring. I think Unkley managed to irk a B. Like personally, not just because you were in their space.
Well, right now he's swinging a bee.
Well,
But it's Unkley that's gonna fly. Oh!
dropping the elbow right on the crown of the forehead. Big move there by Unkley. You see how quickly he scrambles to the top?
I mean, Unkley is one of the veterans of MNW. Yeah, he has been here for a long time. He has acquired a vast amount of ring knowledge.
Incredible amount indeed.
Also, you know, these two have a lot in common when you think about it.
What would that be?
Well, one, they share a color scheme.
True, true.
Also, they both wear hats to the ring and wrestle in them.
Huh, indeed. Though I suppose the verticality of Unkley's hat adds a bit of extra difficulty.
That and the fact that it's actually an eldritch abomination that only his bloodline can keep at bay. But that's the deep lore.
Yeah, that's the we don't need to take off the hat to look and see what's under the hat.
No. Nope.
Meanwhile, these two just absolutely going at it. Luthez press. Big right hand straight to the temple.
Well, I mean, that is Sir Unklydunk for you. He is one of the legendary strikers in our business.
And just each one of those strikes backed up by a ridiculous amount of piss vinegar and annoyed capitalism. Speaking of annoying capitalism, Buck Bumble straight to the face of Unkley, now driving the knee into the lower back. The Latino B not afraid to get his hands dirty here. But what's he setting up?
Well, a little flying. Oh, shake, rattle, and drop the knee.
Drop the knee straight across the throat.
The Bee's knee
cover.
is hit.
Across the shoulders, B's knees not quite enough.
Oh, roll up.
Which isn't saying much for the veteran in the match, Unklydunk, who's going to counter and roll through. Buck breaks out. Whip over the top. But Bumble needs to keep his vertical base here. Because once Unkley gets him on his back, that's where he wants him. Knee lift straight to the face into a cutter.
And Unkley, I thought he was going upstairs, but no, he's picking. Oh no! Oh no! Ladies and gentlemen!
He wanted to get him frazzled first before he... Oh!
Midas Punch connects!
Midas Punch directly to the temple. What accuracy from Unklydunk. Power of that overhand right and up. Buck Bumble.
Buck finding the will to kick out.
Frustration on the face of Unklydunk as he goes for the leg pick, but the power of Buck Bumble.
Oh no! Ladies and gentlemen, Stinger!
Stinger hits too! Abdominal strength of Unklydunk getting him out of that one.
Dragging Unkley to the center of the ring. And Unkley goes, no, I'm going to try and roll away.
Gonna try.
Oh, he was playing possum.
He was waiting to get off that kicking combination. Now he's just gonna stomp him on the ground. What's this?
Money clip! Money clip! Can Buck survive? No, he can't!
No, Buck taps!
And your winner, Sir Unklydunk.
Sir Unklydunk, the victor. Oh, what's Buck is Buck's going for the handshake, and Unkley is going to. Oh, never mind. He punched Buck in the jaw.
Oh God, yep, okay, there, yep, all right.
Yep, no. Unkley wasn't going to shake a bee's hand.
Something about allergies, right? He's gonna. I bet the next promo, something about allergies. Gonna be in there.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
You never know.
But I will bet on it in the future because I have a problem. What do we got up next, Jerry?
Well, while we're getting ready, really quick, Sir Unklydunk, I guess he had his phone with him in the ring because he tweeted out, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why bees are endangered species. Learn your place, Bumble.
I think he bought someone in the crowd's phone on his way back up.
And then got his own account on it really quick. That's just,
yeah,
you know. Well, right now, so we're going to head down to, hang on a second. I apologize. I got the twazzle. Hang on. It's the twazzle. It needs to be twizzled. Give me a second. All right.
Do you like Twizzlers, Jerry?
They're okay. I prefer straight red vines, but I can do a Twizzler.
You hate all licorice. I don't like any licorice.
Really?
No, none of it is. No.
Is it because the main ingredient is wax?
Main ingredient is wax?
You know what? And so heading down to, we're going to head to ringside right now because we have somebody who has something they'd like to say to the entire multiverse.
Ooh.
So, and it's somebody who we don't see in ring with a mic very often, although we do hear a fair amount from. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's head down to ringside. And let's hear from Sasquatch Wing.
Whoa. There's some coffee ads every now and again. Hear an angry, incoherent promo when you can kind of feel just scared after listening to, but never with a mic on his, in his hand in the ring. At least not lately. What's a big man got to say?
That's what we're about to find out. Listen to words of Sasquatch Wing. Last week, All Odds beat Bellbros first time with clean win. This one, Mrs. Shiny Belt would like a new shiny belt. This one then would wish to challenge Flyboy Bell for Nexus Titan Championship. And if this one needs more wins, then this one do that. I am first Grand Battle Champion. I was Tag Team Champion. I am Santa Helper. I feel I have right to challenge for Nexus Titan Championship. I just wait for opportunity, Mr. General Manager and Mr. Flyboy. Well, I guess he doesn't have to wait for a response.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nexus Titan champion, Flyboy Bell, coming off a huge victory this week on MNW Blast.
Indeed, holder of that titular belt. That big win on Blast. He's flying high these days. Hermano, you know I got no problem with accepting challenges from you. The only issue I have right now is this going to end up any different? Am I just going to win again? Are you going to give me more than what you have now? Because we tend to win these things, and I assure you, it's not going to be like last time.
This one always up for challenge. Must always challenge to survive in Wing Tribe. Had to challenge to become certified airline pilot. Had to challenge to run successful coffee business. Challenges do not scare Sasquatch Wing.
No, hermano, but it seems like success does scare you a bit. I mean, you had those tag titles for a little bit due to a little bit of finagling and some, being in the right place at the right time, but you've had so many opportunities and kind of choke. I'm not trying to say anything in particular here, but maybe examine what you want.
This one not choking Grand Battle. Win Grand Battle. Win Wish. Use Wish to take tag belts from Shoot Nation. This one get job done when time is right. This one not choke with Nexus Titan Challenge.
Okay, people say that when the time is right all the time, but that just means I couldn't get it until then. What about your countless opportunities beforehand, huh? Why not, seize the day before then, huh? Why is all of this excuse about waiting and planning? Maybe you just didn't have the skills until recently.
Same could be said of Flyboy. Many previous opportunity, only now finally hold singles gold after many years. It is way of wrestling. We battle that who is strongest win. So I challenge Flyboy to Nexus Titan Championship match and we see who is strongest.
You got a lot of meat on you, hermano. A lot of power. Some skill, I'll give you that. But if you want to talk about strength, I'll show you strength when we go one-on-one, hermano. In the future, I'll take that challenge. I'll see you next time in the ring.
And this one look forward to opportunity to prove great strength against champion Flyboy Bell. So, it is set. We will face in future for Nexus Titan Championship. Sasquatch Wing look forward to meet in ring.
Well, you better give me a fight then, because I don't want to be disappointed, and I don't want to see you come out here and choke on the furball and give me another excuse. Okay? Okay? Good. See you then. Adios.
Well, there you have it. Flyboy has accepted the challenge. So, ladies and gentlemen, your number one contender for the Nexus Titan Championship is Sasquatch Wing.
What a match that's going to be.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a real breakneck pace on one side of the match and some real slow, powerful, slammy stuff on the other side. One-on-one, that's going to be interesting.
I'm just sitting here. I mean, you would think it's a David and Goliath, but I mean, Flyboy, anyone who saw Blast this week saw him take on one of the toughest challengers he possibly would ever face in his career. So, I'm not gonna say one way or another. It's going to be who is the best wrestler at that moment. So, we're gonna see where that goes. Also, once they recovered backstage, Buck Bumble tweeting, "I should have expected the cheap shot from the cheap skate. Don't forget the most annoying attribute of heroes, though, Unkley. We don't give up easily."
I don't talk like that. It's the whole hero thing. I don't like it.
Just, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Well, so as we get ready for this next match, which is going to see some tag team action, we got to hear from one of the participants in this match. Michael, now you've been here with us for a while, but do you remember the earliest days of McMorgan's career here in MNW?
Well, how's that any different from now? Demanding he fight anyone and everyone, screaming and drinking.
Right,
Is that about the same?
One of the things he always wanted was a match against a certain Son of Thunder.
Okay. And now with the titular chance for said Son of Thunder to come over to Warzone, I imagine he has to be frothing at the mouth.
Oh, that is putting it lightly. Michael, we got a backstage interview with McMorgan.
Do we have
earlier today
on the heavily and screaming?
Let's just say we didn't have to. He found our interviewer. So you know what?
Okay, yeah.
Let's just play the audio.
Yes, oh yes. Now this is what I've been waiting for. Since joining the Warzone roster, I've had me eye on many a fighter here that I wish to test my mettle against. Many of those I've seen on Flashbang. I also wish to scrap against the searing Apex, who invaded a few times on our show, had me chomping at the bit. But Johan, Son of Thunder, he alone has been my goal since joining the roster. I have wanted to fight him since I entered my first 8-man showcase match, the Chieftain versus the Demigod. I have waited over 2 years for that chance, and knew my opportunity. Oh, it has come! Aldini, Warzone Brass, make the trade! Lawson, make the trade! And if there's any complaints about it from old Flashbang there, I offer them this. Put me in the ring, one-on-one against the Son of Thunder, representing Warzone. If the Troll Train has a problem, you know what? The Wild Hunt will fight them! I've already talked to Beowulf, and we are more than both ready for a scrap there. Win or lose, doesn't matter to me. I will have me fight. I will have tested my abilities against one of the greatest warriors in the multiverse and my ancestors, and they will smile upon me. The choice is yours, Aldini. Lawson, I eagerly wait your reply.
Well, there you have. I mean, he is salivating at that opportunity that he has wanted literally for years. And now that
he offered to fight Troll Train just so he could have the chance to fight somebody. Johan could show up and say no.
I mean, he could, but I think that would just lead to, shall we call it, persistence? Because if we've seen anything from McMorgan, the man is persistent.
Yeah, he's jukebox at 1 a.m. outside your window type.
I mean, you had to go make it weird.
I want to see him do that now.
No, you know what? Be that as it may, we are now going to head down to the ringside for some tag team action.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Wild Hunt.
Yes, while McMorgan might be salivating for that match against the Son of Thunder, meanwhile, he and his partner, the Legend Incarnate Beowulf, are still on the hunt in the tag division, both for tag gold, which, you know, they did have their shot at Thanksgiving, but also there is still the outstanding issues with them and Legion.
McMorgan found himself a good partner, though, down for revenge.
I mean, these two have meshed so well. I mean, almost... these are two guys, there was only two choices. They would either have to have been this superb tag team synchronization, or they were eventually going to clash in the ring and destroy one another. That was it. It was one extreme or the other.
Yeah, no, if you ever listen to their locker room, it sounds like a very, very violent frat in there.
I mean, it's... yeah.
The amount of knives these two owns put together.
I am in the top 1%.
And introducing their opponents, the Night Watch.
So the Night's Watch, Gunnar Birch and Whitney Lee coming down for tag action. You know, everyone wants a shot at high voltage and that tag gold.
Again, still in my running for most physically fit and cut team we have here in MNW. Look at these two absolute specimens.
I mean, you're not wrong. They are absolutely, I mean, these guys, when you think about it, first they were a tag team as The Sound. Then, of course, they joined Omega Club. And then Omega Club reformed as the Night Watch under Alistair Evergreen. So yeah, these two have been it's been quite the journey, but the one thing that has been consistent this whole time has been those two together. Even when they had a brief lack of cohesion, they got over it the old-fashioned way in the ring, and now they're stronger than ever.
I believe if you asked McMorgan, he'd say that's the only way to come, confront conflict.
I mean,
beating the shit out of each other.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's actually, if I remember, if we will check notes, but I'm pretty sure that's how McMorgan and Beowulf became a team.
Yeah, that's how these things happen.
But, I mean, this is quite the matchup when you think about it. Because, I mean, you talk about how cut the Night's Watch are, but are you going to take something and get away from the Highland Chief? Look at him!
Oh, he's an absolute specimen as well. It's just, you got to remember also, he's got a lot of chips and dings, let's say.
Well, I mean, there's a reason you don't see Beowulf without all that gear. The few times he's taken off that mask, you remember the scars?
Yeah. I suppose that's where they find some cohesion as well. They're two men with, countless battle scars in this company.
I mean, they've seen a lot of hard road.
Indeed, they have. Beowulf getting tagged in here.
So, but yeah, these two, I mean, Gunnar and Whitney, they've basically been a team since, effectively since they got here. They've, there's a long history, a lot of training, and of course, then we learned their long history with Evergreen. Yeah, it's going to be,
tying him up
here.
Leg bar around the ring post. Oh my God, that's going to pull right on the top of your hip. That could even pop something out of socket.
Well, and again, it's take out the vertical base of your opponent. I mean, Whitney Lee,
especially the flippy jumpy guy.
I mean, that and a knee striker. So yeah, take his legs out. You heavily reduce his effectiveness in the ring.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky how quickly Whitney Lee just stood back up and got that kick off there in that knee strike.
Well, again, we're talking. You talk about the training. I mean, Whitney Lee has learned he had his ninja training. He learned then from the legend that is Alpha Kong. Oh, out he goes.
Oh,
and then he literally trained as part of the Night's Watch under Alistair Evergreen. And that doesn't even get into just his in-ring experience here on Warzone.
See that big stand? That's one of the reasons I enjoy the team cohesion of McMorgan and Beowulf. Beowulf, more of an obsession with control than anything. And of course, McMorgan wants to get in there and deal some damage.
Well, I mean, Beowulf is the myth made flesh. He literally has centuries of fighting experience.
He knows exactly where to be.
But one of these guys, we're up to a 7 count. I hope one of them's planning on at least breaking the count. Well, and say it and she'll have Whitney great ring awareness.
Awareness by Whitney still remaining in control here, getting some beautiful strikes off.
And here comes Gunnar. Oh, tag to McMorgan.
Gunnar maybe wanted to tangle with McMorgan, but McMorgan, Gunnar up on the shoulder, takes after his friend and lawn darts him over the top rope.
What? No, he's a Highlander. It was a caber toss.
Ah, of course. That's one meaty samurai-y caber. Big right hands to the temple here. But if you want to play the striking game with McMorgan, you might lose that most of the time. He loves it. You punch that man in the face, he'll smile at you.
I mean, he will. And then he'll headbutt you. And he won't care that you're wearing a helmet.
He will not. I once saw him get upset at a motorcycle cop, headbutt the man, cop clean out. Knocked him unconscious with the helmet on. I don't know how he did that, but he did.
And now again with Bale, picking him up. And right, boxcars. And in comes Whitney.
In cartoon stars and birds after that one. Go for the tie up there.
Oh!
Immediately turns around the waist lock.
Well, bring him to the center.
Now we go into the center. Indeed. What's he got planned here? Looking over the arm.
And it's the Hawkshaw! The Hawkshaw locked in!
Hawkshaw locked in. All right.
Oh, he powers out! Look at the strength and agility that Whitney, the flexibility he needed.
Pressed in on the shoulder there, then kind of did a sit-up, pushed with his entire abdomen. Able to break the grip. Bringing it back to the middle again. Beowulf loving that control, getting him down into those submission maneuvers right in the middle of the ring.
And McMorgan going to cut off Gunner. Oh, Whitney gets out. But look at the ring awareness of the team cohesion of the Wild Hunt.
Oh, beautiful bridging German suplex.
Oh!
Toes on the mat, head on the mat. Beautiful technician still going to work.
Throwing out Gunner. Whitney now
off the top.
Oh!
Short DDT. And here comes McMorgan. This is not looking good.
Going for the pin first. See if he can get it. 1, 2.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. McMorgan in here to break it some more, but receives a dragon screw for his trouble.
Oh!
Went for a cutter there, reversed into a power slam there. Very good for Whitney. Gunner breaks back in.
Gunner to the corner.
Toss to the corner.
Oh, speaking of those headbutts.
There they are.
Or as they call those in Scotland, good mornings.
Oh, yep. Oh, I think he bent the crest on the helmet. Clubbing left hand. Now just shoving his chest into that ring rope, which is just a high-tension steel cable, folks. A little bit of padding on it.
Beowulf getting him into just the right... Oh, but never mind. Kicking out. Getting his partner back in the ring.
Yep, those powerful legs not going to fail him there. Whitney Lee going for a knee lift. Into the cover. No.
Kick out again.
Those knee strikes have been just getting through to Beowulf this match.
Oh, brutal drop. This could be it.
Dropping him across the shoulders there. Just going to stretch out the back, but no, too close. McMorgan not able to get in time to stop the interruption of the count. That could have been the W.
Again, the awareness of Gunnar Birch.
Both these teams showing incredible tag acumen. Beowulf went for an overhand right there. Interrupted into a striking combination. And a spinning kick from Whitney Lee. And Gunnar Birch is back in.
Whoa!
Whoa! How did Beowulf? That was very fast.
That is that centuries of experience in battle playing into Beowulf's favor.
He just pushed against the ground as hard as he could, slipped to the other side of that moonsault, that standing moonsault by Gunnar Birch, and now McMorgan is back in. Gunnar Birch, though, trying to remain in control, but the veteran savvy didn't see that coming, and McMorgan comes in with a nasty right hand.
Oh, I think Gunnar made the mistake of deciding to mock McMorgan, and
he got stunned into the ropes is what happened.
Folks, in the business, we call that taunt to body.
And that body just, hits the ground afterwards. Roll through there, flattened there by Whitney Lee into the kick.
Whoa! Hurricanrana takedown by Whitney.
Yeah, beautiful run and takedown. Now, what did he do there? Just rolled through, squeezing the abdomen. Bit of a bear hug-like maneuver there.
Bringing him back to the corner. Tagging in. Oh, there we go. Oh!
Over the top there. Oh, and just a kick straight to the
Wait,
back.
what the hell's going on here? But that's Carcharodon's music. The hell's going on here?
Why is Carcharodon's music playing?
I don't know, but oh!
Carcharodon!
Carcharodon was coming after Gunner with a chair, but Whitney blocked him. Now they're just putting the boots to the shark.
Somebody bleeding sat backstage. Someone set him off. Is he hunting?
Well, and now there's a chair in the ring. Through no fall, and McMorgan landed on it.
Gunner Birch taking advantage. Trying to reverse a little bit of that damage that could happen to him there.
Now Beowulf, who I think Beowulf, I think everyone's confused after that shark attack.
You're taking advantage of the confusion here. That's what you gotta do, but Beowulf rolled to the outside. Now these two teeing off on each other.
Oh!
Hair still slightly in play, and there it goes.
I mean, there was a beautiful DDT, but oh! At least they kicked that chair out of the ring. Oh!
So I doubt that would have made a difference. Either way, they still would be slamming each other's heads into the mat. Ooh! Just spiking him. Gunner Birch saying he's going to plant him a dumbass tree.
Oh, and again!
Oh, once again!
Oh no, oh, ladies and gentlemen, look out, it's the Highlander connects!
Highlander connects, but maybe not in the right area here. He's going to have to pull him back to center or back to his side of the ring.
Yeah, McMorgan recognized that was a bad spot. Wisely bringing him over to his own corner where, oh, but look at the speed of Whitney Lee on the breakup.
Yeah, Whitney Lee was just sitting there waiting and just as soon as he could, sprinted, practically leaped across half the ring. And there goes McMorgan once again, showing off that piss and vinegar by, you know, just relentless strikes. Oh, driving the head into the boots of Beowulf. I imagine those are not soft leather by any means.
No, I don't think so. Those are some heels. Oh, again, the speed. McMorgan couldn't get over in time to block Whitney Lee. He's going to have to get him out of the ring. Meanwhile, a lariat on Beowulf. And again,
in trouble here.
Both their partners occupied too. Kick out at 2. McMorgan saw that.
Just told McMorgan that he was good, and McMorgan turned right back around.
Yeah. Complete faith in his partner.
To go beat on Whitney Lee.
Oh, breaking him over his leg.
The skill and power of Gunner Birch has been on display a lot in this match.
I mean, these 4 men have kicked it up into a new gear. Oh, drop toe hold.
Gunner Birch, highly athletic, thick body.
Oh, blocking Beowulf.
Plenty of muscle on the frame. Beowulf could be in trouble here.
Finally hitting that
relentless
moonsault
onslaught of offense.
And McMorgan can tell Beowulf hadn't even bothered trying, wasn't going to insult his partner. But now... that was a pump handle X Factor. Now McMorgan gets involved.
He didn't need to. Beowulf kicked. Whitney interrupted. Beowulf still kicked out. What is Beowulf made of, Jerry?
He is the myth made flesh. Who knows?
Looking like John Wick after a hallway sequence.
This is the Night Watch right now saying we are good enough to face the Wild Hunt. And the Wild Hunt trying to remind him, no, you got a ways to go. Oh!
I think, yeah, both these fairly newly formed tag teams making veteran teams blush here tonight, I think.
Again, Beowulf knowing the best thing he can do is take out the factor of Gunnar Birch so he can focus on Whitney. Problem is, Gunnar is still in the ring. I think Beowulf may have lost track of which one is the legal man.
Possibly whip over the corner.
With a European uppercut. Well, now he's got a straight. Oh, and tagging in McMorgan.
Assisted maneuver here. Oh, double axe handle the wrist off the top into a big drop kick.
Now going for the pin. 2. Oh. There is no. Well, uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we gonna? We're gonna see. Here it comes. Oh, he was going for another Highlander, reversed by Whitney.
Whitney able to get into that DDT grip.
And now,
and up forward.
We're going to see, ladies, blocked by McMorgan.
Reversed by McMorgan, dear God.
I think he was going for the Death Note that got blocked just as he blocked that last Highlander.
Yeah, McMorgan strong-armed him to the ground. And now Beowulf looks like he's got something brewing. Oh! Really took his head off with that knee drop.
And once again, bringing in the Highland Chief and bringing in Gunnar. Oh!
You gotta wonder, McMorgan's still in the attitude that he's in the midst of a good fight, or is he a little frustrated? Well, when is he not at least a little frustrated?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah. All right. Oh!
And then the knee strike with an elbow. And an atomic drop.
As my counterpart would say on Flashbang, right in the Cape Canaverals.
Indeed. Yam Bag Central. And, oh! Trying to go for that nerve hole on the shoulder there. But look how quickly Gunnar reversed out of that, now just stomping on the elbow and wrist.
All right, that pump handle X Factor, is that going to be it? 1, 2, no!
Kick out very close there. Finally lands that standing moonsault after it being dodged twice in this match. Third time is indeed the charm, at least when moonsaults are concerned.
And finally, the Death Note!
Death Note hits.
2,
able to take the
3!
Out of this, no, just barely! Beowulf was 1 second off!
And your winners, the Night's Watch!
Well, this goes a long way in that tag team conversation for the Night's Watch.
Incredible performance there. Just last minute missing it by the fraction of a second there by Beowulf.
It was close. Well, folks, so we, of course, that was just that was insane, is what that was. So, of course, we saw earlier that that attack on Gunnar, and I assume, well, the interference by Carcharodon. I have no idea why that happened. But last week, we saw something similar. Not 100% sure what was going on last week, but we had Depth Charge backstage attacking Vinsmoke Sanji. Now, of course, Vinsmoke went on to win a star chip this week on Blast, but there's still the question of that backstage attack, and so for more on that, well, let's go hear from the smoking gun himself.
You know, Depth Charge, if you wanted to fight, you could have just said so. But you decided to break my shades. These shades were incredibly expensive. So now that you've broken them, I'm going to take what they're worth out on your body via your blood. I've tried to make this as painless, as easy as possible. And now I'm gonna hurt you. Nice and slow. And from now on, those who attack me will suffer. See, Depthy, I'm not just going to beat you. I'm just gonna make an example out of you. I'm making a 11th commandment. Thou shalt not screw with Vinsmoke fucking Sanji.
So there we have that. Meanwhile, social media blowing up a little bit. We are hearing from both members of the Wild Hunt. First off, we've got McMorgan going, very fine match. Looking forward to seeing you lads go far. And that's one thing about McMorgan. Like you said, he likes a good fight. You give him one, he'll respect the hell out of you. Then we have Beowulf going, Carcharodon, we need to talk, and to answer your question, Montoya, I'm made out of 98% anger and rage and 10% metal.
See, look, journalism. I asked the question, got an answer.
There you go. And then finally, follow-up from Vinsmoke Sanji. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Depth Charge. I don't care about your glasses or your so-called commandments. All I want is to put you back on medical leave. Ooh. Well, there we go. I guess I think we've heard the last of that one.
That guy can be, because you just see the helmet and you forget that there's a very, very angry man underneath the helmet.
Very, very, very angry aquatic man
Yeah.
under that. At least we assume he's a man. I mean, I don't like to assume.
Yeah.
But all right. Okay, Michael, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
We're about to have somebody else come down for some scheduled mic time.
Okay. Why are you prepping me?
I want you to behave yourself while this is going on.
You can't. I can't make promises, Jerry. You know I can't do that.
Okay, I want you to be warned.
I will do.
This is scheduled mic time. Somebody put in the request.
Okay.
It was approved.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
You can try and be good.
I'll try.
Okay. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Seth Jackson.
Son of a mother.
Well, I've been thinking, and I don't do a lot of that, so you know something's fucked up. So, about what I've been thinking about, I was thinking about thinking just now, but I was thinking about something else earlier, which is what I'm here to tell you about. Anyway, I've been thinking about Jeff. Hell, I even been thinking about the old days of Mike Davis and APS when things were going down. Things are still going down, but we seem to be less and less a part of it. We seem to be more and more pushed down and considered, what, just a group of guys. I wish we could be more than that. I wish I was more than what I am, but I gotta make do with what I got. I wish I could be more powerful. I wish I could have more. But sometimes we don't all get what we wish for. But I'm here to tell all of you that no matter what I'm thinking in my head, I'm gonna keep pushing forward. And it ain't just because I want to bait the shit out of every weirdo I can. It's because, well, sometimes the people cheer for me and it makes me happy. And sometimes you boo the guy that I'm booing and it also makes me happy. So I wish you cheer for me again here in the... Nope.
Well, that's Osman Kilik, another member of GIF. Coming out to talk to his boss, I guess.
Doesn't seem to be any hostility.
No, I mean, they've always gotten along. I mean, we'll see what Osman has to say.
He makes some coffee.
Excuse me, boss. I don't mean to interrupt, but couldn't help hearing what you were saying backstage. What are you wishing? Could you be specific? I mean, you say you wish for more. What specifically are you wishing for? I'm curious, because I'm part of GIF. I want to help. What is it you wish, Seth?
Well, I mean, you're a big, strong, beefy boy. I'm a big, strong, beefy boy, but I'm not as big and beefy as you are, or as smart as the Nigma fella. He's really cool. Y'all got things going on, and I'm trying my best, but this investigation, it ain't turning up squat, okay? I don't think I'm very good at that part of it unless it involves ghosts.
Well, all right, that's a good start, but what specifically do you wish for GIF? Come on, it's just there's an old saying that you need to say it to make it reality. So Seth, tell me specifically, what is it you were wishing for?
God damn it, Osman, what's an old saying got to do with right now? I'm emotional. I wish GIF was stronger, okay? I wish we were the strongest. I wish we could beat up your dad and his dad and all the other team's dads with our dad. You ever meet your dad? I didn't. But anyway, you know what I mean? I wish we were stronger than everybody else because I want to be taken seriously. I'm not a joke.
All right, so to be specific, you, Seth Jackson, wish GIF was stronger. Have I got that correct? Is that what you're wanting, boss? You wish GIF was stronger. Yes? Yes? Agreed?
Yes, I agree. God, you greasy, beautiful, hairy man, I'm not that dumb. Yes, I wish GIF Inc. was stronger. I, Seth Jackson, wish I was stronger. Alright? But wishes ain't shit, Osman. We just gotta keep moving forward. Oh God, I need to just sit down.
Alright, Seth, thank you. I can work with that. Yes, and Seth, it's not grease, it's oil. Turkish oil wrestler, remember? But yes, no, we can work with that. You wish GIF was stronger. Alright. We can work with that. So, let's see what we can do to make GIF stronger.
All right. I appreciate that. You know, you're my best buddy, Osman. You're my best buddy, and I love you. And when we get backstage, I want you to explain the difference between grease and oil with me, because I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Okay? Now let's go do that. Order a large meat lovers. Sit back, relax, and figure out how to beat the shit out of everyone else. I just think generally that's a good idea. So, oh wait, no, you don't like meat. You want mushroom pepperoni. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And breadsticks! Can't forget the breadsticks. Don't forget the breadsticks. Can't forget it. The best part. Well, besides the pizza. What are we talking about? Anyway, let's get backstage and you explain that oil thing to me, because I don't get it.
All right. Well, it looks like I don't know. Osman was trying to reassure Seth that Jiff can be stronger.
Yeah, he's just trying to support his mentally deranged boss, I suppose. Friend, companion.
Yeah,
man
sure.
with beret.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
So we get ready for this next match. All right. We got this piece of audio. The only thing we got on it was that it came to us. It was sent from the address of the murder kit. So,
okay.
And if I've learned anything when I get these things,
you didn't sniff it, right?
No, look,
was it covered in any sort of a powder, or
it's currently in Phyllis's hands, and it is some kind of audio. And as we've learned, the safest thing to do in situations like this.
Wear oven mitts. Put on before you put it in the thing. Put on oven mitts. I don't trust it.
Yeah, it's all been. We're gonna play it now. So I guess what I'm saying is, hold on.
Okay. All right.
All right. That's the way you want it, robot? Fine. Scorched earth it is. Ramon, get me Mr. Touchums.
What?
Who the hell is that? What am I hearing right now? The fuck am I hearing right now?
Morella re-debuting?
What the hell am I even doing? What the? Oh my God! What is that? What is that?
Oh God!
Oh,
it's Mr. Touchums!
Oh,
It's Mr. Touchums, the pervy clown!
Raymond Spinach! Who was that?
And so Mr. Touchums entered the Nexus, and the first seal had been broken.
The seals.
I mean, it's always it's always nice to hear, I was recently checking in with our old announcer C-. He's enjoying his retirement. He's gotten into the hospitality industry, and of course, last I heard, Trashman Jones, who is still walking the earth, was last spotted somewhere in China. Yeah, that's.
He's the guy. He owned the place. The moose walks in every now and again.
That's,
Weird.
yeah. But that was a trip down disturbing, very, very. You know what I think we're gonna do right now? I'll tell you what we're gonna do right now. We've got some more we got some singles action about to take place. So we're just going to go down to ringside. I think that's the safest thing to do.
Ringside. You're not the wrong match type. What?
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on.
What?
The Phyllis is gonna, instead of after that something happened, she's rebooting the system. Just as a kind of a clean and floss after playing the video.
Okay.
And while we're waiting on that, Sandman tweeting out, Seth, have you seriously forgotten all the good shit you did on Flashbang? Just rewatch your old matches. Do some workouts and focus. It's simple. It's like straight up advice from one half of Flashbang's tag team champions.
So I never got. So Seth, like, a member of House Caliban? What's his deal with that?
I think he occasionally. Well, I think it's like a little bit of he's Dr. Caliban's patient, and a little bit of Dr. Caliban hires him to do odd jobs. Caliban said something about the perfect Venn diagram of expendable and indestructible.
Huh.
So with that, you know what? Let's we're going to go to ringside now.
Head on down to the ring.
Yeah.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Meme, Sawyer.
All right, being accompanied by Malice, it's the undisputed future, Sawyer. What? I think he transformed into stage equipment. I mean,
did he just roll out? I think he rolled out.
Yeah. So we know that Sawyer recently took a vacation to Isla Scorn, where he wiped out the clown population. Apparently, that jacket he's wearing used to be Mr. Ripham's.
Oh God.
But the biggest thing I worry about the clowns is they've been killed many times.
So you're just gonna let a robot wear tanned clown hide to the ring?
And introducing their opponent, accompanied to the ring by the Murder Cave, Dr. Grimm.
And here comes Dr. Grimm, accompanied by the engineer Chaz Lee and the All-Father Arkolf. It's the Murder Cave. There's been a lot of questions going. Of course, Sawyer is on a quest to discover who created H.R. Sawyer. His lead suspect is Chaz Lee, which makes sense. Chaz Lee, a variant of Chaz Lee, built Zacko Duo. If anyone could do it, it's Chaz, but Chaz claims, and I quote, "I would never do such shoddy work." But that's led the cursed future, or the undisputed future, into direct conflict with the Murder Cave, and specifically Dr. Grimm.
Now, it begs the question, is the Murder Cave just being defensive, or are they defending something?
It's the Murder Cave. Oh!
It's starting it off with the only way Sawyer could. Straight to the boing boings, taking advantage of the organics. Right in the yam bag.
Oh! And there goes the doctor.
Oh boy. Alright. And he already has Arkolf's eyebrow twitching in anger.
These days, is that hard? Wait, did
really.
he just...
He just DDT'd him, dropped him as soon as he got back in the ring. Sawyer has something to prove here today. I've never seen him this, he's just on it. No quips.
Let's remember, Sawyer, former Multiverse heavyweight champion. Yeah, he is one of the best, but he is still, this is the Murder Cave he's facing.
And his Dr. Grimm specifically is facing.
Dr. Grimm is the things this man has done. Oh!
Over the top. Right to forehead there. Tying up Sawyer, rolling back through the stump puller there.
Let's face it, Grimm hasn't been the same since that incident at Multivania.
Still love watching Dr. Grimm wrestle. He's being so pointed, specifically targeting the upper body, shutting down the offense, trying to just cause trauma to the head. Just a combination of things to shut down those big, impressive offensive maneuvers that Sawyer likes to pull out. a certain cyber stunner, if you will.
Ooh, and an effective blocking of Sawyer's attack. But, again, that only goes for so long against a storied champion like Sawyer.
Took the back there. Side slam. Juggling with the kicks. Big right hand. It takes a certain level of fearlessness to look a man like Dr. Grimm in the eye and then hit him. Considering, you know, the past, the things this man has done and accomplished with just his mind, Jerry.
I mean, there are so many things, most of them terrifying.
Yeah, I'd say 99% of them terrifying.
Yeah.
But our Sawyer proving, I think, to be one of the most not given a shittiest, bravest people on the roster. Or people, sorry.
Well, robot, mech.
There's a cheeky consciousness in there somewhere, Jerry. You know that.
And Grimm going back into the ring. Breaking the count. Meanwhile, you also have Chaz and Arkoff just standing there in an Oh, that was close. Almost banged his head on the corner of the steps.
Yeah, that's got to be intimidating, being sandwiched between some of the most legendary fighters in MNW. Chaz's walking right up to him.
I mean, Malice is out there, which is good. Although Malice, ever since his reboot... Oh, and there's Malice getting between Sawyer and the murder cave.
Sawyer inviting Dr. Grimm back into the ring. Oh, and Dr. Grimm took his time, much to the delight of our Sawyer, who is now just going to be railing into him.
And here, here we go.
Slingshot. Ooh. Slingshot hanging him up in that second rope.
Picking him up and again hanging him off the rope.
Ooh. Perhaps a good idea to clobber the head of the evil genius, don't you think?
Yeah, stun him, maybe give him a little concussion. Oh! Going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by the doctor.
So I doubt anyone can damage Dr. Grimm more than Dr. Grimm has damaged Dr. Grimm.
Oh, reversal and ooh!
Reversal into that DDT.
Oh, the mandible claw! The claw!
The claw is gonna hear metal rending and scraping noises here down at ringside. No!
Oh no, wait a minute, and... Oh! I think he was getting ready for the quarantine. This is Cyber Stunner!
Cyber Stunner hits! No goozle today, Jerry!
Oh,
and a kick out!
Too. Like you said, working on that, all those headshots.
Yeah, he went for the triangle there. Elbow straight to the crown of the head. Grimm, though, keeping it cool, breaking out there. Snapping into that suplex. And now Grimm! Little run up into that drop kick. But Sawyer, just slamming the back of his head into the mat.
Again,
he has a clear target today, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's going after, like you said, the most dangerous part of Dr. Grimm is his brain.
So, vis-a-vis fighting him, let's turn that brain into jelly. Because, if not, he's going to do things like that and regain control in a moment's notice. Our Sawyer turning it around. Dear God!
This match no longer has any finesse. It's just brutality.
Is Sawyer a southpaw, Jerry? Is he left-handed?
I think as a bot, he's fairly ambidextrous. Whoop, rope break. Foot on the rope. The ref finally noticed a rope break.
Dr. Grimm doing a cartoon-like double take looking at the foot on the rope.
It's like he couldn't process it for a moment.
With these two trying to lock up, they're getting some good chain wrestling in before just tossing him over. Back body drop.
Oh, the claws locked in again. Going for that claw.
Oh, God. Yeah, his paint's going to be scuffed. What?
Oh, I think he deactivated him.
Your winner, Dr. Grimm.
Started some sort of like sequence. What? Jerry.
I don't know.
The GIF.
Oh no! Wait.
Just countered the GIF thing. What is no?
Oh
no!
Decided he's not done.
God damn it, Grimm! God damn it! You blew it up!
Whew. That was intense.
I think he was just fishing around in there for buttons to press, Jerry. Ugh.
Well, with that insanity out of the way, I don't know where this is going to lead. What's going to come next? Meanwhile,
whatever it is, it's going to be violent.
That is for sure. So we have, well, I mean, it goes without saying at any given time here on Warzone, we have so many different things happening. And also, one of the issues we've had, well, you know what? I could try and speak for one chance, but I think we'll just let one speak for himself.
Ah, great. Thanks. Cool.
So ladies and gentlemen.
Out of the rating.
What? No, it's fine. Meanwhile, let's go hear from 1-1.
No matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you fight, no matter how hard you break yourself down, nobody is going to respect you. Nobody is going to respect you. Nobody is going to respect you. Going to break you. Break you. Break you. I'm going to break you.
Have I been broken? Or have I been rebuilt?
Well, I mean, seems like Juan is focusing on those statements back from, of course, the victimizer, Wilson. And speaking of that,
you don't want to dig up.
I mean, you say that, but you know, that's not the only one we heard from. Let's actually hear, after the recent events and what's going on with his war with VIP, let's hear from the victimizer himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Wilson.
The first battle in the war against VIP is against one of the greatest wrestlers MNW has ever had. And I'm not talking about the Doctor of Albinomics. No, I'm not talking about the jorts-wearing fool who lost to Ozir and became his bitch for 2 years. I'm talking about Albatross, the man who used to strike fear in the hearts of the multiverse with his deadly submissions. Unlike everyone else, I'm not looking for the easy win. I want to fight for my victories. I want to struggle so I can become stronger, so I can rightfully take my place at the top of this company. And I can't do that with a shell of a man who hides behind a voice mod. Give me the Archangel. Give me the man who will stretch my limbs so hard they damn near break. Let me victimize a real professional wrestler, a real man, not a goofy punchline with no future. Alba, do you want to be remembered as a sad joke that I ran through with almost no effort? Or do you want to leave a fucking legacy and fight me as the greatest technical wrestler who's ever lived? Make your choice. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, that's not intimidating at all.
Yeah,
Not even a little bit. I mean, it's just the You know what? Here's the thing, and we always must remember this. It is that man right there who has I don't even know anymore. It's just there was a time when everyone treated him as a joke, and those days are so long gone. It's not even funny.
He was my friend.
Well, until he, until he burned down a house.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so he tried to burn down a house with me in it.
I mean,
might I remind you?
Now, there's also tweeting out on social media from the account of the units. Aldini, I requested my paycheck to be sent to the Children's Hospital and Homeless Shelter for the month of the season. Ooh. Well, that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is coming to us by way of a one of the best. But with that, also, wait, we are also getting late breaking. Oh no. We have a message coming to us from Eastless saying, Eastless Scorn sends its regards, you overgrown tea toaster. Stay out of our business or share the fate of the one who that jacket wore before you.
No, they should not be able to send messages. What line of communication did that come through? Because
that came from the account of Dr. Grimm.
Cool. Can we burn the whatever that is? Just get rid of it. I don't know.
No. You know what? We gotta go. You know what? Somebody else has gotten some ring time.
Oh, great! Everyone wants to complain today. Sure. Who is?
Well, this one we had to. I mean, this one was approved. It's the only way I can describe this is it involves, it involves somebody who knew how to fill out the HR request form.
Oh, okay. Well, a human being. All right. That's the least.
And that, of course, being Registered Anon.
Huh.
Is this thing on? Hello, can you hear me? All right, well, you know what? I hope you can hear me, but here's the deal. Crockvor, my old friend Crockvor, you're back. That is the best Christmas present anyone could ask for. Oh, do you remember the times, Crockvor? Do you remember the good times? This untrue pain. We were the most devastating attack teams. Now you're back. Crockvor, you're back. And I'm freed from the shackles of human relations. I hated it. Oh, it was terrible. But now that I'm free and you're here, it's time. Old friend, it's time for one true pain to reform. Think of it. Do you see what we have to face? Yeah. Do it! Let's do it!
don't think I could handle the tractors.
I'm not well, I hope that Anon can. He seemed to.
He's a little, yeah. Somebody buy him like an erector set. Get him some puzzles. Macrame.
Fair enough. Well, folks, we still have plenty of action, but there comes a time in every show where we have to pay a few bills. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Big wheel keeps on turning.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by Registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Firing Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms looking to break the weary like monster breaking human twig in wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big Squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available in decaf, or when there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You too can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacko action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacko's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacko Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a carpenter.
Lowe's is great for tinkering with any hero gadgets.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorwheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, a little bit ago on social media, we heard from Mr. Nigma saying that he wanted to donate his paycheck this month to the children's hospitals and some other charities. And that's nice because he's about to have a chance to earn a little bit more money because he's in our next match. Are we ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, well, let's head down to some in-ring action.
Action in the ring.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Mr. Nigma.
There he is, the other member of JIF. Of course, we saw Seth Jackson and Osman Kilik in the ring earlier discussing, I guess, the future of JIF, or the fact that Seth feels that, or says he wishes they could be stronger.
Seth just kind of had a mental breakdown and then talked about pizza for 3 minutes.
So, basically, any standard conversation with Seth.
Exactly.
There you go. Well, meanwhile, here representing JIF Inc., their lead investigator, Mr. Nigma.
And introducing their opponent, Power Surge.
Whoa, this is going to be an interesting match. What a clash of styles here.
Yet you've got the high flyer versus the submission expert. Of course, both of these men, they've been rising in the ranks. Power Surge, of course, had a excellent hardcore match at Multivania and is looking for adding another one in the win column. By the way, folks, now's a great time to remind you, there is 1 week left to nominate for this year's Nexus Award. Pick who you think is the wrestler of the year, the match of the year, the rookie of the year,
the promo of the year as well.
But don't feel pressured to vote for Montoya as rookie. I mean, he only had 1 match.
No, don't feel pressured. Feel honored and obligated. Both of those things. Whip into the corner. Earlier, I said clash of styles, not styles clash, right?
Right.
Because the world is not flat. The world is not flat.
We know
that. I want to make that clear. All right, good. Well, Mr. Enigma getting a head start on this match, hanging him out there.
I mean, when you think about it, this could be rough for Power Surge. He's a high flyer, and Nigma's submission style targets the legs.
But he's a submission stylist, of course, but he also has incredible speed here. So maybe he could be the perfect weapon to take out Power Surge.
But on the other hand, Power Surge has had a hell of a year.
That is true, sort of his blossoming into a fully metamorphized wrestler.
I think the word you're looking for is came into his own.
He figured out the thing about emotions or something. He believes in the me that believes in you.
Stump puller on Power Surge. Again, talking about that leg submission style. Oh, drop toe hold.
Yeah, loves to go off of those legs. Perhaps a bit of scouting there from Power Surge.
Oh, and he tosses Nigma out. Oh no, what are you planning, Power Surge? Mithra thought he was considering a tope suicida, but I guess he thought better of it.
I imagine Mr. Enigma does.
Oh, never mind! Oh!
Oh, because he judged that distance perfectly. But how much judging of Mr. Enigma or studying do you think Power Surge has done, if any?
I mean, he knew going into today he had this match. It was posted on the board.
I think Nigma might just know a little bit about everybody, or a lot about everybody.
I mean, he is the head investigator. The timekeeper.
Since you technically hired GIF Inc., couldn't you access their files?
Mr. Enigma is paid to all his checks go to an LLC.
Oh, okay, it's one of those things. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Covers his tracks, doesn't he?
Oh, he's good at it, yeah.
Can't even find a receipt for, like a frozen yogurt? No Enigma Froyo receipts?
Whoa! All right, there we go. And that's why you do not count out Power Surge.
Yeah, no, I'm awake now. There, Lord Power Surge. Every once in a while, pulls up and moves.
Oh!
My brain. Oh!
That was called. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the circuit breaker.
Well, consider whatever circuit's happening.
Oh!
Broken! Oh! The cutter! The flying cutter! Ooh!
And going up again. And now a lightning strike.
Lightning has struck too, and they kick out there.
Power Surge is pulling out his greatest hits.
Onto the hand.
And oh!
Oh my God!
Oh no! Oh no, he's getting him locked in!
And they roll through. Bishop maneuver locked in.
Power Surge is really close to the ropes. Oh, he gets out!
Is that a figure eight?
That was a four-leg clover.
A four-leg clover, gotcha. Off the ropes there, beautiful arm drag.
Going up top.
Urging Nigma to get up.
Oh, misjudged the distance ever so slightly, but enough. That was a bad landing.
That was a bad landing for Power Surge. Nigma sent to the outside. Power Surge right on his toes. And now on the outside going after that arm. Folks, if you want to know how comfortable our floor is, just look at it. The answer is no.
You know those tiles people will put in their kitchens if they're trying to keep the floors dry? Yeah, that's exactly what those are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for fluids to drain. Fluids.
Yeah, it's about as comfortable as those.
Yeah. Big swinging roundhouse kick didn't follow through. Nigma with leg control. Twisted through, beautiful dragon screw. Nigma always calculating.
Oh!
Scheming up something. Good slam there against the ring apron. Hardest part of the ring. And now, shutting down those arms. Locking up the wrist and elbow intention and slamming his foot down on it. And slamming his knee down on the head of Power Surge.
Power Surge bringing his game up because, again, he's getting manhandled by Nigma.
Got a pretty back and forth match so far. I feel like this comes down to who can outrun the other when it comes to either cerebral wrestling or high-flying and crazy maneuvers.
True. And, Power Surge decides to bring it back in the ring and break the count.
Breaking the count just in time there to get his head pinged off of the side of the ring there, off of the ring post. Oh, no, what do we... Oh! That was a kick right to the tailbone.
Oh!
Base of the thigh there. Dear God. Now returning the favor. Lucky kicks to the head of Enigma.
So, you know, I asked Enigma once what the E stood for.
What does it stand for?
He just glared at me. At least I think he was glaring. I mean, the mask was on. You can feel that question mark glaring at you.
Well, he could have been smiling at you. He could have been uncontrollably crying. You wouldn't have known. The mask.
Oh!
You never know what this man's thinking.
And again, that cloverleaf on him. Oh, and he taps.
And he taps him.
And your winner, Mr. Enigma.
Ultimately finishing it with the leg submission maneuver, focusing on the other side of the body here, trying to weaken the shoulders so he can keep him on the mat, I think was the overall strategy of Enigma.
Well, that's a little bit more money to the charities that he asked us to donate to.
Yeah, just go to the pay window and throw it all away, Nigma. Good job.
Hey, you know, he's trying to do good.
Don't make me quote the beef. I will quote the beef right now.
Look.
I'll say it. Live on TV.
No, because we have other action we have to go to now, Michael. We're going to hear from.
Oh.
Well, possibly one of your favorite people. I don't know. And I only say that because you're never around when, when he has to come by, because he's the guy who subs in for you when you're not available.
Oh, you mean the future child.
But before we get down to that, so we've been hearing from a lot of people today, but you know who else? Somebody who's got a real vested interest in what's going on in the tag scene are the Outlaws. So really quick, let's hear from one half of the Outlaws. Ladies and gentlemen, Theron Eldrazi.
Dave, man, last week you equated me out to the snake. Well, I guess in this situation that makes you Eve and Jake Adam. Because what you're doing isn't telling Jake anything he doesn't already know. You're telling him exactly what has pushed him into the point he is in. You're pushing him directly into my arms when I want Jake to make this decision for himself. I want him to see there's somebody that after he kicked their ass and they kicked his ass has mutual respect for him and understands where he is at as a person. I want Jake to come to us and say I'm in. So Jake, CJ and I left the porch light on, coffee's in the pot, and dinner's on the table. We'll be waiting for you when you're ready to come home, Jake. And when that time comes, we'll welcome you with open arms.
So Theron again pushing that invitation to Injustice Jake to join the Outlaws.
I didn't know he was a fan of Journey.
You know what?
Open arms. Get it?
I didn't want it, but I got it. Anyway, let's head down to ringside. And the cyberpunk prodigy himself.
Very large mouth.
Yo, it's your boy, Aiden Xero. Hey, how great is High Voltage? I mean, honestly, how great is this the best iteration ever of High Voltage? Did you see them beat the Wild Hunt? And oh boy, was that just the beginning? We are going to be not just the best iteration of High Voltage that has ever existed, but we are going to be the best tag team who will put every other tag team to shame. They're all just going to go sulk out, hang their heads, and understand they all suck in comparison. I mean, let's be honest. Who on this joke of a roster as a tag team is good enough to take my boys? I mean, Flyboy's got his. He's going to fight a fur rug. He's going to fight a fur rug for that Nexus belt, and which I'll eventually then take from him. And then, I mean, who else? That.
Yeah, maybe don't take it there right after he. Oh boy.
Yeah, I have a feeling Theron may have taken that personally.
May have just a bit.
You know, there's a good chance this is just going to end in fisticuffs. Because those are two people who like to throw hands.
Aiden. There's a roll here that needs to be slowed just a bit. You're preaching to the choir out here. It's very, very inspiring, not at all annoying and stupid. But you're just wrong. Yeah. Do I need to remind you that you're wrong?
Oh, look who it is! Look. Yeah, you held the. Have you ever won a match at Multivania? Ever? You've gone into Multivania twice with the belts, and you didn't walk out with them. Okay, you know what my boys are going to do? That. They're going to keep the belts until Multivania, and then we're going to walk out with them. So don't come in here saying you're, like, good or anything.
Oh, you're going to just sit there, suck your friend's dick, suck your other friend's dick. Cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remind you what tag team's name has been in the mouth of everyone out there in the multiverse, and the name of the tag team that can make that old fart Jerry up there piss his pants on command.
Oh, yeah, like annoying Jerry is a big. I get to annoy him directly when I get to. Which one of us gets to go into the booth and co-host every time Michael Montoya is in jail? I'll tell you who. I'll give you a clue. It's not you. So you know what? You can just go on about how great you are, trying to convince Jakels. Oh, you want Jake? Come on.
No. I don't annoy the man. I play with him like he's an ant in a terrarium. I look at him with the sunglasses and, shake him around when I'm bored. No. That's child's play. You've done nothing. You haven't committed the violence we have every single week.
Bitch, I was in jail, okay? So don't come talking to me about violence or any of your other, we play for blood, bullshit that you want to give me. You, like I said, you want Jake, you want High Voltage's cast-offs to join your little glee club. So, you know what? I don't want to hear it. And certainly don't think you're going to get a title shot, bucko.
Oh, but you don't want us to have a title shot. And yeah, it could be just because you're annoyed or whatever, any of this shit, but I know it's because you're scared. Everyone else knows it's because you're scared. And I don't think you could even win a regular match with us, let alone the match I was thinking of. Your boys couldn't face us in a ladder match to save their lives. By that I mean I'd kill them.
You want a ladder match against the exiled alien prince and the one-man choking hazard? Oh, you know what? I might have to just say yes just to watch them hurt you that badly. You want to do this? Is this what you want? Because I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it under advisement. Maybe if you get a shot, or even if you don't get a shot, I think our next defense might be a ladder match, just to show you how full of shit you are. I didn't know I was going to laugh this much today. Thanks, Theron. You're a funny guy.
I'll go choke on his hazards.
So anyway, you know what? I'm gonna go back and bask in the glory that is high voltage, and you can just suck.
Fuck you. Oh boy.
Well, okay, that's a collision course coming in.
Is your pencil hand itching with that one, Jerry?
It's like all my worst nightmares.
Did he say he could make you piss on command?
I mean, he says a lot of things. He's playing up the fact that he knows he annoys the shit out of me. But, I also know this is somebody who likes to, how do I say that, overstate his existence.
He's a professional wrestler, Jerry. They all do that.
I mean, true. The things I used to say. Anyway, and Sasquatch Wing was tweeting out during that, going, "Fur rug? Really? A fur rug wouldn't chuck Cyberpunk X Xero like shot put. Come to think, didn't this one do just that back in day?" I mean, that's, yeah.
It brings up a different question in my mind. Does Sasquatch ever donate to Locks of Love?
That why do you put...
I mean, he would donate a lot.
Well, you know what? You go ask him.
You know what? I will.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, now, our next match, all right, folks, if you were watching last week, you saw us put on a pay-per-view worthy match on free TV when the International Combat Club faced each other in tag action with partners of their choosing, which saw the reunion of Too Cool, Nice Ice and Glacirus versus the team of Lockin and Sergeant Major Payne. At stakes was an opportunity to join the International Combat Club by having a match.
Psychopath Club, more like. They just beat the absolute crap out of each other.
But it was such a stellar match that the ICC decided to give opportunities to both of them because it was so good. And we are going to see one of those two matches tonight. But before we get in there, let's hear from one of the men you're about to see in action. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Siberian Nice Ice.
You know, Payne, when I came back earlier this year, I thought I had you pegged. The good little soldier boy with all the potential in the world, being squandered by someone who puts himself first over the young talent that he would develop. I was wrong about you, Payne. Not about your potential. No, I was wrong about your good soldier stick. After you went blow to blow with me, and I turned my attention to your boss, you did something I was not expecting. You started to question your boss. You started to think for yourself, and no longer content with following orders, you decided to cut your chains. Your boot camp to improve yourself is grand, but you need a real opponent. No more awkward luchadors and punks from the $1 Million High School Anime Club. You want a real fight because you are a warrior. I understand this. You think I haven't noticed your pleas with the brass about wanting a rematch with me? Show me how much you have improved. Show me you're forged in combat. Show me you have what it takes to join the ICC.
And there you have it. Now, there's going to be a response from Sergeant Major Payne, but we're going to hold off on that for a little bit because we still have some action to get to, and there were some other relevancies to it. But before we head down to ringside, there was a tweet on social media from the Sandman after that exchange between Eldrazi and Xero, which is, excuse the both of you, but who beat Deus Pulp, who I may remind you is the 6-time tag champs from the selection these days? Who has backhanded every team set against them? Let me check the books. Oh right, none. So piss off with the talk of who is better than you, because it's no question who it is. Good day, boys.
Don't get yourself hit by a car, Sandman.
Well, dude, I mean, it's Sandman. He is, he and Thunderbolt, as the Time Bandits, are the reigning Flashbang Tag Champions.
I mean, all they have to do is come at him on the left side with the car. He won't even see it coming.
And, you know what? Do you have to bring that up?
Yes.
Do you have to bring that up?
Anyway, so we got more in-ring action coming up, don't we?
We do. And it is that tryout match to see if Glacirus has what it takes to join the International Combat Club. Let's head down to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Glacirus.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the master of street lucha,
Glacirus. Oh yeah, I love watching this man perform. It's fancy and violent. Two things which I greatly enjoy.
I mean, he is one of the, former tag champion, inaugural trios champion. Nice ice. And now a chance to join the International Combat Club with his old tag partner, the one and only, the Siberian, Nice Ice.
And introducing their opponent, representing the ICC, Nice Ice.
Do you think Nice Ice celebrates Miro Day?
I don't know. I think Nice Ice is, I think he celebrates, I think he's a Festivus celebrator, to be honest.
Festivus for the rest of us, making his way down to the ring. This is another clash of styles in the making here. A lot of power moves, a lot of slams on the side of Nice Ice, and of course, Master of Street Lucha says it. His name says it all.
Yeah. These two, of course, were a tag team for a long time, and then, of course, last week reunited for that one match to see if the Master of Street Lucha would get a shot at joining the ICC. They won, but it was brutal enough. Well, we heard what Nice Ice had to say to Sergeant Major Payne just a little bit ago. So this could be one for the books.
A lot of hardcore fans are really excited about this one, as am I. We've all seen the tapes. These two in a ring together means magic, Jerry.
And Glacirus starts off aggressive, and Nice Ice using his power advantage to push him off.
Glacirus just bouncing back each time.
Oh!
Quite literally in that case, but that's not a good bounce. That's bad bounce.
Well, and again, Nice Ice wants Glacirus to be able to join, but to do that, Glacirus has to prove he has what it takes.
And in order to do that, Nice Ice can't take it easy on him. He's got to go full bore.
That's right. But again, there is a reason that Glacirus is known as the Master of Street Lucha.
Oh, and there you go.
And now working over the arms. Again, trying to reduce some of the striking power of Nice Ice. But Nice Ice is very much a grappler. He likes suplexes. He likes power slams. Where Glacirus is a striker and a flyer.
Indeed, that Master of Street Lucha title, that's not like a self-aggrandizing thing. That's just like an actual title that he earned by being the Master of Street Lucha.
And I think he was going for a Hurricane Rana, but the power of Nice Ice turns it into a slam.
Yeah, no, those massive abs. That's what it is. Able to not let him over-rotate, take him off his balance instead. Just slingshotting him back down, and now he's working the leg.
People say abs of steel. In the case of Nice Ice, that might be true. He is a cyborg.
Yes, abs so large, it's like a curtain of iron. Haha.
And up he
Overhead.
goes. Oh! Oh, and finally bringing the...
Oh! Slightly quicker.
And now just sometimes it's not, you don't go fancy. You pound a guy in the head.
Yeah, you just punch him in the chin until he stops doing what you don't want him to do. Excuse me.
And oh, right. And count of two for Glacirus. That was very close. He can eke out the win. He joins the International Combat Club. Currently, you have Russia represented by Nice Ice and Germany by Lock-In. Glacirus could bring Mexico into the mix.
Yeah, let's get another continent in there.
Oh, knees!
Oh, knees up! I think it might have been playing possum there a little bit.
Maybe just slightly. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and Glacirus keeps his dream alive.
Takes more than that to take down the Master of Street Lucha.
Oh, you saw that release German suplex, and now, oh! I think he was going...
rough and tumble setting.
Oh!
Part of that Street Lucha, you gotta be double tough, Jerry.
Well, you gotta be aware. Clearly, Nice Ice was setting up for From Siberia with Love, and Glacirus recognized that. Oh, but now he's been yeeted from the ring.
I imagine it doesn't feel like love.
Probably not. And, yep, Glacirus yeeted him like he was a tiefling. Now, just going for the submission outside the ring doesn't matter, but it still hurts.
It still hurts more.
Yeah, and it weakens those legs, which, again, can take a bit of the high flying out of the master of street lucha.
I think what he did was he kind of lined up the collarbone and chest area with the rivets on the floor. It was kind of pushing him into those rivets.
Oh, and now working over the arm. First he worked on the legs, now he's trying to take away some of that striking ability.
Nice Ice, a very opportunistic wrestler. He loves, using his surroundings, taking a look at the geometry of things, and seeing how he can use it to his advantage.
You say opportunistic, I prefer to call it calculating. Oh! And sometimes just using the weight of all those cybernetics.
And you have to realize he trains his body so hard that it keeps up with the rest of the cybernetics.
Whoa! But that's why you have somebody like Glacirus, a man who can counter that size advantage with speed and agility. But the count is continuing. They're going to have to get it in the ring. And again, an outside submission maneuver, in this case, a tequila sunrise.
Returning the favor here. Glacirus also a very cerebral wrestler. Maybe in more of a poetic sense than the cool calculatedness of Nice Ice. But still a very cerebral, very creative wrestler, pinging him off the ring post.
Breaking the count. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think a count-out victory would get him into the club.
I don't think he'd be happy personally with the count-out victory.
I don't think
either.
so. Again, Nice Ice and Locken are looking for the best. The greatest warriors of wrestling.
If we're going to go down with the fight. Glacirus lynching on that choke, able to get Nice Ice to drop him.
Oh, almost off the
sent
stairs.
Him into the steps.
Nice Ice barely avoided disaster there, but kneeling DDT.
Yeah, even those short DDTs can do a lot of damage, Jerry.
Well, if you bring them with enough force, and Glacirus back in the ring, and breaking the count again. Oh! And now back into the ring, and at Nice Ice's beck and call.
Picking him right out the steps there. And see, it's moves like that why I say opportunistic.
Glacirus bringing him over. Up and over he goes.
Nice deep arm drag there.
And up top. And
how quickly he gets up to the top.
Oh! The snowfall connects!
Connects in for deep cover. Straight across the shoulders here. And Glacirus takes it with the...
And your winner, Glacirus.
I don't think I've ever seen the snowfall land that hard, Jerry.
It was the best snowfall I think I've ever seen. Because it meant something. And ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you the newest member of the International Combat Club representing Mexico, Glacirus! And that is one for the books, folks. Whew!
What an adrenaline-filled match. But the night's not over yet.
Yeah, we still have 2 more matches to go, folks. So, for our next match, folks, buckle in. This has been a long road. It has been the quest of Maximilian Thunderthighs to get a shot at Sam Jack's Multiverse Heavyweight Championship. After the shenanigans last week, it has been determined that the best way to do this is in 4-on-4 action. But let's hear, before we get down to this, let's hear from one of the teams in this matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, the Absolute Units.
So, he's been watching last week's match on repeat.
Ooh. Think he's okay?
I don't know, but someone's got to talk to him.
Not it.
Not it.
Not. Damn. All right. Hey. I'm sorry about that last match, man. That was all on me.
It's okay.
Wait, what?
It's all right. I'm fine. I didn't get the job done. But you went out there and put on a 5-star effort to make a 5-star match, just to try and help me get there. That level of teamwork is what makes a unit, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So what now? Aldini says we're still in a stipulation match with the Bloodline.
We go and fight them anyway. We said we wanted to stand up to Conquest, and any victory against them counts.
You're absolutely right, Washington. I may not be the #1 contender, but we're the Absolute Units. We're the biggest family out there, literally. And no Conquest is gonna best our family.
Well, after that, I guess there's only one thing to say.
Units together, units forever.
And with that, let's head down to ringside for 4-on-4 action.
Multi-man magic, ladies and gentlemen.
The following is a 4v4 match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Absolute Units.
Absolute Washington, TJ the Mint Cable, and Forrest the Fortress Wade making their way down the ring.
Again, these are, there is a former tag champions in there. And these are the 3 originals of the units. And remember, these 3 men grew up together. They trained together. They came up together. But they also made a friend along the way.
More like they adopted a heroic baby.
You say potato, I say potato.
And introducing their tag team partners, Maximilian Thunderthigh.
Here he is, folks. Maximilian Thunderthighs.
He's here to play 3 men and a Maximilian.
Also a reminder, folks, that you can still nominate for the 2022 Nexies. Did you like Max's video promo for Multivania? Do you like Max as the wrestler of the year?
Forget how buff and cool he was doing training and things. That didn't happen. He wasn't buff or cool. He's neither of those things.
So this is for a shot for Max at the Multiverse Heavyweight Championship. His first time going after the biggest prize in the business. And folks, this isn't even your main event. We have one more after this.
And introducing their opponents, coming to the ring first, Lady Boo!
The main event mistress, the deciding factor last week's match. I think the one thing she might be upset about right now is it's not the main event, because that's where she likes to be. But still, one of the most dangerous strikers in MNW, former Nexus Titan champion, Lady Boots.
And she has a W over these guys, so that's going to raise the confidence even more.
I mean, not that Boots needs more confidence.
And introducing the tag team partners, the Conquest Bloodline.
And there they are.
It's wearing pants today, Jerry. Thank God.
I mean, he usually, when he comes out in the group, he comes out in his Conquest gear. Ladies and gentlemen, the Goliath Gorm, the Man Muppet Carnival, and the Multiverse Heavyweight Champion, Sam Jax.
Monsters among men coming down to the ring.
I mean, this is what happens when a Goliath, a Muppet, and a vampire come to the ring.
I'll be honest, I'm more afraid of the Muppet.
I think what you're saying is you don't want to be touched by the Muppet.
Which makes me more afraid. Just see, Gorm touches me, I'm gonna be out cold. I've been in the ICU before. That's fine. I'm used to it. I don't want to know what happens when I'm touched by a Muppet.
Especially the sweet Muppety kiss.
This is why I keep a bucket by commentary. Okay.
All right, and starting out with Absolute Washington and Lady Boots.
And Lady Boots wasting no time.
It's Lady Boots. She's going to assert dominance.
Respectful amount of offense that was. Did you hear that slap? Washington turning it around, though. He's got to stay on her with that power advantage. He can't let it slow down or give her any respite, or she's going to turn it around with that incredible striking ability.
And I can't quite see the action because a certain Carnival is in the way.
One bad thing about these four-man matches, if you're contenders are particularly thick.
Which, let's face it, this is the Bloodline versus the units. That's most of them.
You know what? We need to go back through history and see what's the most amount of weight we've ever had in the ring at once.
Well, I mean, I know once there was a match between Gorm and Notorious CAT that broke the ring.
Yeah, that sounds pretty beefy. That's like a 500-pounder throwing another 500-pounder.
I just, see, I know where you're going with this, and I don't want to do it. An all-Hoss match.
That's,
I think you're, because what you're wanting is an all-Hoss showcase, aren't you?
I mean, it's been a while since we've done a showcase. This is an 8-man match. You're kind of dropping big ideas for me here. If I could book a showcase, Jerry, that's what I'd do. I'm just saying.
Remember what happened the last time I let you book a match?
Big boy showcase. Listen, that was admittedly not the best idea, but big boy showcase is the best idea. Meanwhile, TJ the Mint Gable showing off his strength and MMA ability, actually doing the job here to...
He's doing the job to Gorm, that's for sure. Up and over.
Oh, and spoke too soon. I did. Just with that over-the-shoulder throw there, Gorm turns this around.
I just realized something I should be terrified about.
What's that?
Do you remember the absolute war over on Flashbang between Gorm and Johan Mjoln?
Oh, you are not looking forward to a part 2.
They literally brawled for an entire week.
Well, if he comes back, they can go for 2.
No!
Why not? It's entertaining, Jerry. Much like Carnival getting his ass kicked is entertaining me right now. TJ the Mint Gable. Honestly, I think might be my favorite member of the units.
All right, so this is making you happy. So you're looking forward to them winning Max a shot at the belt.
Shit. They're all right, I guess. You know, good team. All right. Conquest Bloodline needs to get a tag in here. Carney is in trouble.
Although, good move. Carney's slipping out.
Slipping through. Slippery and velvety like a Muppet.
And,
able to turn things around on Force the Fortress.
And there, oh, wait, okay. I thought I was going to pick up for it. It's like, damn. I know.
I was going to say. Carnival was gearing up to do something crazy.
And, oh.
Oh, okay.
The tax man cometh. Carney slipped away, but I think he got a parting shot. I think TJ had an attack of opportunity. Oh no, Forrest is down, and here comes Gorm.
The
ref trying to get an eye line with Carney to tell him get out of the ring.
Gorm just tossing Forrest the Fortress. Just get a workout in. Gorm, oh!
Gorm. But Forrest very, very smartly getting out of the ring. And again...
That drop kick has to be pound for pound one of the just hardest hitting moves in all of MNW.
I think TJ's decided he'll take his shots where he can, considering this is the... Oh, never mind! Deduct this! Forrest has the deduct this on Gorm!
He's having trouble gripping the back of his head. He's too tall!
Yeah, he couldn't get the fingers laced.
Cannot get them interlaced. Oh! And now... Oh, God. Okay.
All the units are going for putting their hands out for the tag. Everyone,
creepily in sync.
Boots holding.
No, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, knee lift straight to the chest. That is a big knee.
Forrest has to get out of the red corner. No, don't go tag, Forrest. Don't let your ego do this to you. Think of Mama.
Is a freak of nature. How many people in your daily life are bigger than someone like TJ the Mint Gable or Forrest the Fortress Wade?
Boots in, but Forrest able to absorb a kick from Boots, which is not... Oh! Pinfall! Almost distracted by...
Forrest was in a ring with Boots. It did not go well for him, did it?
That is true. And again comes in TJ. They're keeping Absolute and Max pretty fresh.
They're keeping them fresh, and I think TJ the Mint Gable might have been doing some studying up on Lady Boots here. He's kind of been her direct counter so far.
True.
I think the units went back to the drawing board and actually did some strategizing, which is surprising from Maximilian Thunderthighs.
You say that, but you say Max, I counter with Forrest. And if you doubt his intelligence, I ask you to look at how much you got back in tax returns. Oh, that's right. You don't pay taxes, do you?
I paid enough to where I'm good. I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Oh, that explains a lot.
I served my nickel. You come and take me. Oh, okay. That's a big set. That's a lot of weight right across the chest of Lady Boots.
Now here, the deduct this getting locked in again, but Boots has a different counter. And again, Forrest in the red corner. He's got to tag somebody. Oh!
Oh, step up enziguri from the big man.
And that's when you get a reminder how agile this hoss of a man is.
I think Lady Boots may not... she definitely had his foot in her mouth, but she might have her own foot in her mouth as well here. Dear God, Lady Boots getting kicked that hard. That's kind of... This is a little ironic. A little ironic.
Oh! Or on the other hand, or in this case, the other foot.
She drop kicked him in the leg so far. What are the physics of that, Jerry?
The kind of physics I want Jiff and perhaps Jagger Blackthorn to investigate.
Lady Boots not in a good way here.
Up, whipping Forrest back to the red corner. Forrest having none of it.
He was waiting there, elbow cocked and loaded. I think Forrest went back and did a lot of research on some tapes, didn't he?
He did. I mean, this is Forrest. He's called the Fortress for a reason, but he is one of the smartest people on the roster. And a quick tag to TJ.
Those MMA strikes, I think, have been sort of frazzling Lady Boots on occasion here. When he can get them in like that! Massive backhand! And a big lariat to follow up and out of the ring. See, the striking prowess of TJ the Mint Gable is actually putting the kibosh on Lady Boots.
But now, for the first time in the match, in comes Absolute Washington. No, actually, I take that back. He was in earlier.
It was first in.
The only two people who haven't been in this match so far are the two people this entire match revolve around.
But they sure are giving each other quite a few glances.
It's like both teams are working to protect, Lady Boots charging up.
Yeah, they're trying to back up the involved parties here in Semjax and Maximilian Thunderthighs.
Oh! Forrest throwing Boots back into the ring.
Tired of seeing the count go up and up and up. Washington needs to get back in the ring, though. Carnival rolls to the outside. Oh!
I mean, that did break the count, but yeah, you're right. We got to get this action back in the ring.
Absolute Washington could be in trouble.
If this ends in a DQ, we'll have to do something next week. Because this matter has to be settled. And TJ takes matters into his own hands. Absolute Washington back in the ring. And here comes Gorm.
Oh boy. Gorm laying in that heavy leather.
Never mind, Jawbreaker with a little bit of assist from that hair.
It's still up perfectly. Look at that.
I mean, that's Absolute Hair Care products for you. Down goes the Goliath.
Do they have beard oil?
Actually, yes, and mustache oil.
Huh.
What do you think Osman Kilik uses?
Oh! Well, they can go ahead and...
Oh, going for the pin!
So it's a beard oil with my next order of Cobley here, but it looks like Washington almost had it.
Did it!
Oh, Washington squeaks it out!
And your winners, the Absolute Unit!
Forrest just yeeted Lady Boots. Did you see that?
I did!
She was Yoden. She was yeeted. Got her out of the way.
And that...
Washington took the pin.
That settles that.
Wait a minute. Max has a title shot.
Max has a title shot. Yes, he does. In fact, I'm going to make some declarations right now in my capacity as the general manager. That match will happen next week. But you know what? I want this cleanly done. I don't want any shenanigans. I don't want any hoo-hoo-ha-ha.
What, are you going to, ban everyone from ringside or something?
And you know what? What a good idea, Michael. I'm going to take that suggestion. Yes.
No, cage match.
You're right. Match. That was a great call, Michael. I am going to ban everyone from ringside.
Shit.
And I'm going to take it a step further. If anyone from either faction shows up at all on the ramp, on camera, if either team is seen by anyone in an official capacity in MNW, the match will be declared a DQ, but I am suspending Champion's Advantage. If it's a DQ, because someone showed up. The belt can change hands.
What?
So if any member of the Bloodline rears their head, Sam Jax loses his belt. That is how I will keep the peace in MNW.
Every party needs a pooper, that's why they invited you.
Hey, you were the one that suggested the, the one stipulation. That was a good call, Michael. See, you're learning. Meanwhile, social media, and that's not even our main event, but before we get there, we got to call for some social media. First off, this one took a while because I had to have Phyllis translate it for me. Because it was in Turkish. But it says, in celebration of the upcoming Medium, I hope I pronounced it correctly, the Brass Kettle Cafe will be serving a free cake and drink to each visitor from now until the 4th of the new year. Well, hey,
have you been to the Brass Kettle?
That's very nice.
See what they do with Squatch roast?
I love Turkish coffee. No, Squatch roast, I don't know. I didn't ask if there's a Turkish equivalent of Squatch roast.
Well, I mean, could they just use Squatch's beans?
I don't know how that works. I don't know enough about
I'd like to
works.
see that collaboration.
Meanwhile, Forrest the Fortress Wade tweeting out, that's how you take care of family. Go Max, bring it home. To which Max responds, gets right up into Sam Jack's face, not a word says, and walks away. Okay, so apparently that's just a reporting of what happened. And then Absolute Washington, that's how we do it. You go get that belt, Max. So you see, all good. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
So supportive.
Before we get to our main event, there's somebody we have to hear from. And I waited till now to play this. Actually, let me make sure there was a lot of promos today. 1, 2, 3, click that one, click that. Yes. All right. This is our last promo of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And it's to a man who I think we're going to have that match next week when Sergeant Major Payne gets his chance to join the International Combat Club. But let's hear from the Sarge himself.
If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Sun Tzu. The last time I saw either Lock-In or Nice Ice in the ring, I knew neither my enemy or myself. And not only did Lock-In ask me in person to be his partner last week, but now I have a chance to be in the ICC. Guess hell really froze over. Janitor, this one is for you. You based your clean sweep challenge off of my boot camp open challenge and won the Big Oof belt. But I want you to promise me something. The next time I hear my name out of your mouth is when you are telling me that I am your next opponent for that belt. I don't care when or where. You wanted to redefine yourself and I did too. So never stop working and I will do the same. So that win, lose, or draw, when we stand in that ring at the end of the match, beaten, bruised, and bloody, we know that we were worthy of that title. And I swear to not only know my enemy, but know myself. So if it's under the banner of the ICC or I walk that lonesome road, know that I will not bow, I will not break, I will not fall or fade. For I am not a proud, cold-blooded fake, and I will take your breath away.
So there you have it from Sergeant Major Payne, who, he is going to have that match to join the ICC, but he has thrown his hat in to be the next contender for the Janitor's Big Oof Championship, which is great. But first, the Janitor has to survive this challenge. But Michael, you know what time it is.
I think there's been enough promos and talking, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the main event. Let's do this.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Big Oof Championship and is your main again! Introducing first. Representing Blood Money, Mr. Butler.
So here we have him, Mr. Butler. And there he is, the big man. It's a lot of beef. You know, you got to think about the confidence he had in Unkley to let him fend for himself against Buck earlier today. I mean, yeah,
Well,
Unkley won.
Took that home in a timely manner.
Yeah. So, there you have it. But now he's got his own match and a chance for him to finally have a little gold around his waist and maybe bring some gold back to Blood Money.
And introducing their opponent, they are the Big Hoof Champion. They are the Janitor.
Your Big Oof champion, folks. The Janitor.
I mean, this man this is part of his clean sweep challenge to collect all the singles belts. This is the first. Let's be honest, he was screwed out of an opportunity to go after the Warpgate Hardcore Championship. But he made good on going after the Big Oof. He still also has
maneuvered by Sam.
I mean, yeah, I think there was a lot of Aussie or Turan in that. But he still needs to go after that, the Nexus Titan, and of course he'd love to go for the Multiversal, but he's held that before.
There it is, folks.
Let's be honest, this is an interesting matchup. Butler, of course, Sir Unklydunk's bodyguard. And of course, this man, the Janitor, former leader of the Republic. He is former Multiverse heavyweight champion, former Cursed champion, now going to hold the rest of them. A little bit of a challenge with R. Sawyer, who also is going for what he calls the Grand Slam challenge.
Yep, the man who was once gilded in gold now holds gold once again, but he has a big obstacle to overcome when it comes to Mr. Butler. A wrestler with a notorious mean streak and out-of-this-world power. How is the Janitor going to deal with this?
I mean, this isn't the first monster the Janitor has faced. He's gone up against the Beast. He has gone up against the Ogre. He has gone up against all of Omega Club at one time. He has faced the Inquisition. So this is just another monster for him to take down.
And it's up to Butler to not just be a statistical footnote here, which Butler, I think, can do in spades. This man has a mean streak like you wouldn't believe.
But he's also shown a lot of power. I mean, he's been working hard. He's a good wrestler. He's been under the tutelage of Unklydunk, the Janitor's former partner. Some of this, as we heard from Butler, stems from some of that past.
Jerry, do you also have a mysterious past?
No, I'm an open book. You can watch my history. All my old HTW matches are, as far as I know, up on YouTube.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're not here to talk about me and my old fogey days of wrestling. We're here to watch if the Janitor can retain his big oof, or if Mr. Butler is finally going to attain gold.
Well, you're a veteran in the commentary box, also a veteran in the ring. So is the Janitor.
Now, given it's not many people who can say the time they met their wife was on YouTube.
Ha. Oh boy.
But that's a whole nother story. Let's just hanging him out, choking him with the top rope.
Using the leverage there. Again, folks, those aren't ropes. They're not nice and padded and cushy. Those are high-tension steel wires, braided and then covered in some rubber.
There's some cushioning in there.
Some.
You felt that. I mean, you felt it when I whipped you into the ropes that one time.
I felt it, all right.
The Butler making a mistake, misjudged the distance. The Janitor taking an advantage.
They're driving the foot into the abdomen there.
So, good, and going for a pin. 1. Kick out at 1. Today opened in our opening match with a victory for Blood Money. Is it going to end the same way? Not if the Janitor has anything to say about it.
The Janitor to these beautiful striking combinations.
I mean, but now
setting him up in the ropes. Oh! Overhand rights to the chest and then kicks.
I mean,
straight to the ribs.
Trivia point, back when the Janitor teamed with Unklydunk, one of their team moves was to punch an opponent on either side of his head simultaneously.
That sounds uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable.
You'd have to ask, I think Vin Smoke received one of those once. You can ask him what it felt like. I also think Earl King got one once, because it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Trash talk! He's got his hand under that mask, hitting him with trash talk.
Got his hand under that.
Yeah, he's a professional. Kick out at 2.
This man has multiple careers.
I mean, he literally is the head of janitorial services for MNW, as well as being a wrestler.
I don't know how one man can refill all that soap.
He's a professional. He's vowed to clean up MNW, both outside the ring and in. Speaking of those punches...
Again, the veteran savvy, the experience seems to be the deciding factor in this match. When Butler's getting off offense, that's what you're
going to get when you have the Janitor in the ring. He is one of the MNW originals.
Can't slow down though, because Butler, a vicious and cerebral competitor. Also one with plenty of power.
True, but I've been watching. If you pay attention to the blocking game of the Janitor, he knows when to get those hands up and protect himself from what would otherwise be a devastating blow.
And my favorite aspect, he knows when to just not be in the area.
That too.
He knows when to take a step back, which is my strategy.
Again, trash talk. Away. Going for trash talk again. In. But it was in the corner, so he had a 5 count.
People underestimate the effectiveness of tactical running away, Jerry. It works every time.
I believe you're referring to the art of dodging.
I prefer the word fleeing, but yes.
Oh, did you see that? That is called tidying up. Which is actually literally the name of the move that Butler gave it.
So now he's making jokes that he's Butler, but not a Butler.
That's yeah. He decided
he's allowed to, but the rest of us can't. Oh my God, Muscle Buster!
That is.
Oh my God!
The Butler's pantry. Oh my God! We were half a count away from a new big oof champion.
Butler perhaps actually getting to the Janitor here. Don't count that man out. Oh my God, what was that? It's gonna tear a pectoral on the Janitor. The Janitor, though, flying crucifix. Oh!
I mean, we talk about the skill of the Janitor, but Butler has been training with Unklydunk, and no one knows. Oh no!
Bomb into a pin.
Biting the fingers. No one knows the Janitor better than Sir Unklydunk.
Unkley had to have given Butler some notes, maybe? Rundown, at least?
Remember, Unkley and Janitor had an epic match this year at Multivania, a Bury the Hatchet match, that Unkley ultimately won.
Using his skill and veteran savvy, I think we might see a repeat of
Oh!
that sort of thing happening here. Spanish Fly!
That was the fall from grace!
Oh!
Butler survives a fall from grace! What is this man made of?
Butler, his only game plan now has to be survive long enough for the Janitor to make a big mistake he could capitalize on. Because the Butler's not going to stop coming.
Oh!
Oh! Sheer drop brain buster. That could have been it.
That is Butleration!
Elbow right on the sternum. 2.
Oh!
The power of Mr. Butler.
And again with the elbow drop.
Trying to put the exclamation point on that top rope maneuver. Now just taking hands to the Janitor. Rolls the man through. Oh, slings him down.
Oh, was going for something, but kicked out by the Janitor.
Like the flexibility as well of the Janitor. We don't give him enough credit for that, I think. Very nimble.
Oh, just breaking the Butler over his leg.
But also his incredible conservation of movement. Everything has a purpose, Jerry. Everything he does. No bells or whistles needed.
Now he's just going for a good old-fashioned, camel clutch, making him humble. Sometimes you just need to manage to slam a man. Oh, never mind, trash talk!
Trash talk, lad!
Trash talk laid in! And now going for the pin!
Made him humble, and then he started chalking trash.
He got him!
The Janitor takes it!
Your winner and still Big Oof Champion, the Janitor!
Well, there you go,
Massive upset, Jerry. That was nearly a massive upset.
Nearly, but the Janitor in his first successful defense. Wait a minute! That's Xero!
No, that's... I got confused.
The Sith Lord is attacking the Janitor!
That is Xero.
Now he's attacking the ref!
Oh, God. He'll be okay. He'll be fine. He landed on his head. Oh, God, that's going to take a couple minutes.
Oh!
Oh, Xero!
Oh, he lifted him off his feet!
He hit him with the force! He hit him with the force! Jiff!
And now
Jiff, he hit him with the force!
Up! And now we've lost... Oh.
Did the camera feed cut out?
Yes, it did!
Oh, he's probably cheating even more. He's probably doing even cooler cheating things. God.
All right, we got surprisingly, not security. Jiff is heading to the ring, and so is Jagger Blackthorn and Kane. All right, they have driven off Exar Kun. Osman Kilik is checking on the Janitor. All right, everything seems to be okay. All right.
Don't you just love it when half the locker room empties out right at the end of a show? Oh boy.
That's insane.
I think there's only one thing people can do, Jerry, and that's tune in next time. Because holy cow, that was a show.
That is, and then we're getting a
Huh?
All right, but we do have a mess. Apparently, Sergeant Major Payne is one of the people that came out to check on the Janitor. And the Janitor was near a microphone and said, "Payne, I'll speak with Aldini." So I guess the Janitor, despite all that, seeing Payne out there, decided to tell him that he heard the challenge, and I guess he's amenable.
Huh?
Well, folks, that has been a crazy show, but we are out of time. So for Michael Montoya and Pete McPherson, I'm Jerry Aldini. Good night.
Buenos noches.